Hello everybody, my name is the Great Red Bulls Dragon and welcome to Would You Rather. Now I just went onto a random website, so there's not going to be any much sound other than just me talking, so there you go. Alright, so first question. Would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early? I'd go 20 minutes early. Because that most of the time with things that usually gets you on the good side. And then again, it depends on the schedule. Okay, so next question. Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or all the pictures you've ever taken? Well, if I lose all my money and my valuables being what everything I own, question mark, then I'm kind of losing all those pictures too. And that's kind of the same thing. But I think I'd get rid of all the pictures because that's like one thing that you'd have to do and then it's over with as far as this question goes. And then you use the money you have to buy or get something to take more pictures. Alright, next question. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself? I'd do my own future, mainly because I'm diabetic, type 1, if you guys didn't know. And I just want to see, like, that would actually be really cool. Because, you know, I do insulin for food, I eat, and then, like, I can see 10 minutes later what my blood sugar is gonna be or something. That'd be to my advantage. I'd see into my own future on that. Next question. Would you rather be famous when you are alive and forgotten when you die? Hold on, let me rephrase that. Would you rather be famous when you are alive and forgotten when you die, or unknown when you are alive but famous after you die? So I'm questioning my own life. I don't know if I'm pumping blood through my body. I feel like I'd rather be forgotten when I die, first option, because, you know, the fame and all was nice, but when I pass on, that's just moving on. Like, time to put everything behind us and look at the future. Alright, scrolling. Alright, next question. Would you rather go to jail for 4 years for something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught? Hmm. That one's 4 years for something I didn't do? I mean, what's the point of that? But then I think I'd go with option number 2. I'd get away with something horrible I did, but always live in fear of being caught. Because then, me being me, as human, I think I eventually would get caught. And I have no problem with giving society the payment that I owe. So, yeah. Alright. Would you rather accidentally be responsible for the death of a child or accidentally be responsible for the deaths of 3 adults? Okay, so it's not murder, thankfully, because I don't know who has the mind to do something to a child. However, 3 adults, that's just more people, so I'm thinking, like, is it worse to kill a child or 3 adults? Accidentally, because it says it's an accident. But in court, I believe it's not really paid as an accident. It's just, like, you can say that, and it might be taken into consideration, but it's like a 50-50 there. Maybe less of a chance than that. I'd do 3 adults, because I could never live with myself if I ended up killing a child. I honestly couldn't. Alright, would you rather your shirts always be 2 sizes too big or 1 size too small? I have no problem with my shirts being too big. It's too tight that always gets that weird feeling like I'm sticking to something. Would you rather live in the wilderness far from civilization or live on the streets of a city as a homeless person? I'd rather live on the streets as a homeless person. I've heard very many stories of where people are like homeless on the streets and like something happens to them and that like their future is like really good. We're gonna do the next one. It's a little too long. Would you rather live your entire life in a virtual reality where all your wishes are granted or in the real world? So I guess this is where you have to consider the line, be careful what you wish for, because everything you wish is granted. Like, and it's an entire life too, but it doesn't say whether I can get rid of the wishes. I'd go with wishes, because then I could wish everything, like, back. I can, like, wish away a wish, if that makes sense. Like, if I wish something, and it just turns out to be, like, a bad situation, I can just be like, I wish I never made that wish. You know. Yeah, I do the wishes thing. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people? How annoying? I mean, if it's just on a low level, I think I could tolerate it. And how many people are we talking about? Like a whole society? I'd do annoying people. I don't think I could live without some form of living organism, like a human, around me. Would you rather never use social media sites, apps again, or never watch another movie or TV again? Okay, so I don't watch TV, so that's thrown out of the picture. But movies and social media, I do social. I could live without movies. I honestly could. Would you rather have an easy job working for someone else, or work for yourself, but work incredibly hard? What's the point of working for myself if I'm not getting paid? I'd rather work for someone else, because either way, that's money. I mean, it's a job. You have to admit that you're getting paid at some point. Would you rather be the first person to explore a planet or be the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease? Wow. Okay, so I gotta think about this just a little bit. First person to explore a planet. That would probably just get me, like, a girlfriend and probably lots of fame. I mean, I'm taken, but that'd probably just get attention, and that's... Alright, so then the inventor of a drug that cures a deadly disease. I'd do the disease one, because that's helping people who have it, and that could be so many people. Yeah, I'd do the disease. Would you rather have a horrible short-term memory or horrible long-term memory? You know, I'm gonna be completely honest, I never learned the difference between these. Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day? Invisible. I could get away with a lot of stuff. And flying just puts things in the air for me, so... Would you rather be locked in a room that is constantly dark for a week or a room that is constantly bright for a week? Blinding bright? Is it once a month? Once... it's like once a... Is it a week? Like a year? Well, it doesn't say what kind of room I'm in, so I'd go with bright, because who knows what I have in there. Would you rather be poor but help people, or become incredibly rich by hurting people? I'd rather be poor and help people. Would you rather live without the internet or live without AC and heating? I know ways of keeping myself cold and warm. I live without AC and heating. Would you rather have a horrible job but be able to retire comfortably in 10 years, or have your dream job but have to work until the day you die? Well, if I'm working until the day I die, depending on the dream job, that could bring death a little more early than it should. Well, I'd rather work a dream job. I mean, honestly, I don't know what that is yet for me, but it would probably be the dream job. Would you rather find your true love or a suitcase with $5 million inside? Okay. So it's basically debating me between money and somebody I would really care about. I'm gonna do the money, because then I would actually have money to, like, invest. I don't know if that's the proper term, but I would have money to be able to provide for myself. And, you know, people think, oh god, this guy has so much money, he's probably got a whole mansion. No, probably just got... Honestly, if I had all this money, I'd probably just get a regular house, live a normal life, but with all this money. But with all that money, I could provide myself. And if I met the person, like, if I met a person years later, maybe it's not true love, but it's some kind of love. You know, it's happiness. I'd just do the money. Would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds? Teleport. Without a doubt. Would you rather die in 20 years with no regrets or die in 50 years with many regrets? Blah, blah, blah. I'd rather die in 20 years with no regrets, just because I'm that. Would you rather be feared by all or loved by all? Well, if I get into a fight with somebody, I don't want them to be like, all lovey-dovey all over me. Bunk that. But I guess world peace? Loved by all? Would you rather know when you are going to die or how you are going to die? You can't change the time or method of your death. Okay. So you either know when you're gonna die and you either know when you're gonna die or you know how you're going to die, but you don't have the ability to change how you die. Like the time and how, like when and how. You don't have the ability to change that. So once you see it, you just know that's coming and you can do nothing about it. I'd rather know when I'm gonna die. Doesn't matter how, I just want to know when. Because if I can't change the time and method of my death, then I just want to know when it's gonna happen. And regardless of how it's gonna happen, that just means it's going to happen. And, you know, that kind of gives me time to prepare for it, emotionally and physically. Would you rather be transported permanently 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past? Whew. Pardon me. That's a long way. Does this affect my age in any way? Like, do I age as we time travel? Because if we go 500 years into the future, I'm just going to be a pile of nothing. Like, forget dust or ashes. There's going to be nothing of me left. Physically. But if I go into the past, I don't know, no answer for that. Actually, I think I would rather go into the future. Just to say that it didn't affect my age, I'd rather go into the future. Would you rather never be able to see... Would you rather never be able to use a touchscreen or never be able to use a keyboard and mouse? I'd rather never use a touchscreen. I survived how many years with my computer over there, and it's not a touchscreen. I could probably live without it. Would you rather be able to control fire or water? Fire! Let it burn! Would you rather have everything you eat be too salty or not salty enough no matter how much salt you add? I mean, some things I eat, I don't even need salt. So I'd rather do number 2 option. Would you rather have hands that kept growing as you got older, or feet that kept growing as you got older? Oh, I see the difference now, so it's either hands or feet. I'd rather do feet, because I want to see them. I want to see my feet grow so big one day that I'm gonna have to start crafting up like my own shoes and stuff. That'd get me pretty good. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life? Both are amazingly delicious and can be any type of sushi/taco you want. Tacos! Would you rather be unable to use search engines, or unable to use social media? This one kind of mind boggles me. Search engines or social media? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm gonna skip that one. Would you rather give up bathing for a month or give up the internet for the month? Give up bathing. And that just tells you how much I use the internet. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them? I'd rather donate my organs to people who need them, because as much as I want to help science grow, I don't want to be a guinea pig and have such horrible pain and or too much pleasure. Would you rather go back to age 5 with everything you know now, or know everything your future self will learn? That one's nice. I like this one. I'd rather leave the future a mystery, because sometimes I learn things in life and it's not what I want to know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'd rather go back to age 5 with everything I know right now. Would you rather relive the same day for 365 days, or lose a year of your life? So it's like one day, and it's not of choice. So it's a random day, and I have to live that one day for a whole year. 365 days. I don't think I want to take the chance of that. I'll lose a year of my life. Would you rather have a golden voice or a silver tongue? Silver tongue. Would you rather be able to control animals but not humans with your mind, or control electronics with your mind? Ooh. Electronics for the give or go. That one's too long. Oops. We're just gonna go back down here. You guys didn't see anything. hey, we got to a random spot. Would you rather never be able to eat meat or never be able to eat vegetables? Well, that all leaves the question, which vegetables or meat would you live longer with? Would you rather give up watching TV movies for a year or give up playing games for a year? I'd give up TV and movies. Would you rather always be able to see 5 minutes into the future or always be able to see 100 years into the future? Five minutes. Would you rather super sensitive taste or super sensitive hearing? So would you rather have one of these? Super sensitive taste. Would you rather be a practicing doctor or medical researcher? Medical researcher, because I'm smart. Would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with an amazing personality? English. Would you rather never be able to drink sodas like Coke again, or only be able to drink sodas but nothing else? Well, that question is already answered for me by my medical health. I already can't drink sodas. Ha 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 ha. Fuck. Would you rather have amazingly fast typing, texting speed, or be able to read ridiculously fast? The typing. Would you rather know the history of every object you touched or be able to talk to animals? I'd rather talk to animals. Would you rather be a reverse centaur? Is that how you say it? I don't know. Would you ever have constantly dry your eyes or constant runny nose? I would rather have a runny nose, as long as I had the stuff to provide for it. Would you rather be a famous director or famous actor? Actor. Would you rather not be able to open any closed doors, locked or unlocked, or not be able to close any open doors? So if I'm 5 years old and I'm walking in and I see somebody having not be able to close doors. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water or give up eating anything that was cooked from the oven? Well, I could live off. I could give up anything that was cooked from an oven. Would you rather have whatever you are thinking appear above your head for everyone else to see, or have absolutely everything you do live streamed for everyone to see? And that question I'm gonna leave to you guys, so comment down below your answer. And like the video if you want some more of Would You Rather stuff, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.